Hello and welcome to the Build with Bear game stream. That's right. Harold, thank you for hosting and thank you for being here. As always, my friend. Uh, we're going to see if a few more folks want to join us. I don't know. We're starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, which is early for some folks. Like some people might not be able to check this out. It might be too late in the day for some people that, take lunch and all that. People may be commuting or all that. But I do have a thing tonight. So instead of doing the normal evening, I'm doing an earlier stream. But that's okay. I like to do bonus game streams. And honestly, I'm going to adjust my lighting key. Well, too much. Better. I also like playing Hearthstone. I just like playing Hearthstone. And it's a fun thing for me to do. I enjoy the game of it. I have fun playing it. And it's a new month. We're only, 5 days into, yeah, we're 5 days into February. So why don't we try to rank up a little bit? The ranks reset some. That happens in Hearthstone. So now it's time to get back in there. I'm going to be playing wild decks in this stream. If you're watching this later after the fact, yeah, I'm playing all wild decks today. That's the goal, is to just go in. And my philosophy when it comes to playing wild decks is that they should be silly. Now, if I'm playing standard, am I going to play the meta decks? Sometimes, if I like them. But I have much more fun playing wild, weird, silly decks. I just have more fun doing that. So we'll go into my collection and we'll look at these decks that we've got here. Also, I try to take advantage of new cards. So there was a new expansion that came out. Actually, if we go to done here, we can look at this. Oh, where am I? Where's my webcam? There I am. Hello. There I am. I must have recorded something without using the... Oh, I did. I recorded something without using the webcam earlier, so I apologize for that. But yeah, so there's been an ongoing solo adventure in Hearthstone, which as you complete the chapters, you unlock new cards, which is cool. It's called Galakrond's Awakening. Even though Galakron did awaken in the Dragons expansion, but whatever. And so every class is getting some new cards. And some of them are immediately, these are very cool cards. And some of them don't feel like great cards, but they couldn't be interesting. Whereas, for example, Eye of the Storm. I don't think that Eye of the Storm is a great card. Summon 3, 5, 6 elementals with taunt. For 10, I don't know if it overloads to 3. I don't know if people are going to put this, but if you in the pool of random cards, if there's a card that plays a spell for the amount of mana you have or the amount of armor you have, something like that, then I think that's a very interesting card. Coming off Yogg Saron, that's an interesting card. What is an interesting card is Explosive Evolution. Explosive Evolution is in my Evolved deck. It's in a Wild Evolved deck. Transform a minion into a random one that costs 3 more. So there's a 2/5 out there that costs 7, and it costs 1 mana less for every minion that has died while it's in your hand. You can play that for 0, or 2, or 4, or whatever, and then you can play a 2-cost card to turn that 7 drop, because even though it may have cost less than 7, it still counts as a 7 drop. You can play that 7 drop, and then you can evolve it to a 10 drop. So this is a real good card. It's also great on a 2 drop. Suddenly, you play a 2 drop on turn 2, or you coin out a 2 drop on turn 2, and then or turn 1. The next turn, you evolve it into a 5 drop. It's really solid. This is, I think, the best card of this expansion, particularly in Wild. So it went to my Evolve Invoke Shaman deck. Both of these cards are great. I've seen a bunch of decks use Winged Guardian. Winged Guardian is a Taunt Reborn, big Druid, Ramp Druid, Beast Druid, which is also big, and basically there's not like token Druid doesn't really use beasts. This card is incredible. It's not for the decks I like to play, but it is really good. And then Rising Winds is it's going to go in a choose one deck. It's a twin spell, which is cool. That makes it great as you go on. That's just a solid card. I could see that in play. Hunter cards. Fresh Scent is in some of my quest decks, but Copter. If Mech Hunter becomes a thing again, it could be good as far as if you feel like your hands, you need a refresh in your hands, maybe. I don't think Dragon Hunter is ever going to be a thing, so that's kind of a waste of a card for the class. But it's a cool card. If you're holding a dragon, destroy a random enemy minion. That's just a cool card. And there's still more time left in this expansion, so there's more cards to come. Your hero power deals 2 extra damage. Elemental, I think Elemental Mage is a strong class, and these two cards really make that a strong deck. Elemental Mage already has a lot going for it. Your hero power deals 2 extra damage is just great. It also, Jan'alai is a card, and I think that works really well with that. It's a 3/2/5, which also means that it lives. Is it the strongest card? But no, you want to play it on turn 3, so on turn 4 you hero power and do something else. And your hero power does 2 damage. And in Wild, you could do 4 damage on a turn. If you're, well, no. But it's still good. Animated Avalanche, this is a good card. It's just a good card. Get 2 7s, turn 7 mana, 2 7/6s. Yeah. And all you do is, the turn before, play an Elemental. That's strong. So far, Paladin, not great. Recruits with Taunt, Air Raid, no. I mean, look, people are not doing that. Silverhand Recruit is not a viable Paladin deck. Murloc Paladin in Wild, maybe, but then you're putting a 5-cost dragon in your deck to give your Murlocs Divine Shield, and your Murlocs are going face anyway. They don't really need Divine Shield. What are you trying to get through taunts with your Murlocs? Bad. It's Paladin rough for this one. Cleric of Scales. If you're holding a dragon, you discover a spell from your deck. Dragon Priest has been a thing. It will be a thing with this, especially with a 6-drop dragon that is going to stay in your hand for a while. Is a 6-drop that is a 4/4 great? No. But you deal damage to a minion equal to its attack. So if you're dealing with a rush deck that might have a high attack and low defense, a bunch of dragons that may, be 4 health, but you can do 4 damage to it, so you've already swung into it. Any card that has Reborn is going to have more attack than health when it's reborn. It's a good combo, especially with a Cleric. And you're just getting a spell from your deck. So if you are a spell-heavy deck, but you know what kind of spells you have, Cleric of Scales is really great. And then Dark Prophecy, you discover a 2-cost minion, you summon it, and you give it 2 health. I don't see that making a lot of appearances in decks. Maybe in Thief Priest. Maybe it would be kind of fun to have. But I don't see it. Shadow Sculptor. I've seen it in a few things. I don't know if it's going to have a lot of play. Waxmancy is in my Test Wild deck. I think that's a good card. And Skyvateer, stealth draw card. A pirate that has a death rattle doesn't feel great to me. Asmo, thank you so much for subscribing. Wait, 21 months. Yeah, you're on a 21-month streak. Thank you so much. Let's hit the old applause. And also, the gift thing is still happening where you get emotes if people renew their subscriptions or get a new subscription, or gift a subscription. There's no gift subs this month, the restart, and Harold gave 1 bit in top of the bit leaderboard, so there's room for people to make that leaderboard. Waxmancy is discover a Battlecry minion, reduce its cost by 2. Now, this doesn't work, might not work with the quest. Sometimes it does. It doesn't always work with the quest, but it's giving you a reduced cost minion, and you're discovering it. So if they give you a 3 cost minion, then suddenly it costs 1. If you pick a 2 cost minion, it's free. So there's a lot to go for there. Harold just gave 15 cheer bits. Thank you so much. Keeping your top spot on that leaderboard. So Rogue has some interesting things. As I said, Waxmancy is in my test wild deck, because if it's from another class, then Tess will play it again. And that's just good. I talked about Shaman. Shaman so far, to me, is the strongest. Their Druid is pretty strong, but Explosive Evolution is strong in what I like to play. I didn't mention the Fist of Raiden. You cast a spell, summon a legendary minion of that cost, lose 1 durability. I mean, in a pinch, you can hero power, and then your hero power is doing 2 damage. You're going to play a lot of spells in your Shaman deck to make that work. I'm sure someone's going to do it. Warlock. You discover 2 Warlock cards. Twist Knowledge. Great. You discover 2 Warlock cards. Maybe that should be in my Renounce deck. That should be my... Okay, so this should be in my Renounce deck, and it isn't. We'll talk about Renounce deck, but we're going to add that because it's giving you more cards. It's filling out your hand, which is you want. Give this minion's attack to a random friendly minion. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's a death rattle, and if you're doing stuff where you use lackeys or whatever to kill one of your own minions, that's pretty good. And it's not on this turn. It's a permanent buff. That's pretty good. Warrior, after you play a minion, deal 1 damage to all minions. So this is like basically, I'm a little late because I had to grab a slice for lunch, and like some people on the stream know what makes good pizza toppings. Asmo, I'm telling you, people were going to get mad. I don't want to, if anybody hasn't watched my pizza toppings bearing the list, my ranking of pizza toppings, let me just say, I stand by every decision I made in there, with the possible exception of I may, in the spur of the moment, ranked onions too high. But I think I make an okay case for it. But in hindsight, I can understand why someone might like that. But also, I think I'm on the money with several of those. So Risky Skipper is basically like, hey, you play that on turn 2, play it on turn 1, and it lives. Turn 3, you play, a minion where you're going to draw or get armor if it takes any damage. It's like playing a Warpath that can work over many turns. I could see that going in a deck, if you want to battle damage, you want to draw with damage. Risky Skipper, I can see making. I think with this art, I understand that it's because of what's going on in the expansion. But with this art, hey, that's a fucking pirate. Look at this. That's a pirate. In my opinion, this should be a pirate card. And it should go in my Pirate Warrior deck, which it shouldn't go in my Pirate Warrior deck because I don't want to do damage to my own pirates. But that's a pirate right there. It's a sky pirate, but that's a pirate. Bomb Wrangler. Whenever this minion takes damage, you summon a 1/1 boom bot. So these pair together. This works in boom. It works in the in bomb. I guess in bomb decks. Bomb Warrior is a thing. I don't like it. I like beating Bomb Warrior. Oh, you put a bunch of cards in my deck? Well, I also just put 20 new cards in my deck, so tough. I don't think any of these are good. If you control a quest, you add a coin to your hand, but it's a 3/2. No. Summon 1 cost minion from your deck. What's that one cost minion gonna do? Is it a death rattle? Then maybe. Also, it costs 3. I don't like it. I guess it's a good way to pull things. It's different to draw, and it's focused. Maybe it could show up in some things. Um, Crag, man, god damn it, Crag. This sucks. This battle cry. Look, it's a 4-cost 2/3 taunt pirate. I like it. I like this card, except for if you played a quest this game, summon a 4/2 parrot with rush. So you are telling me that I have to play this. I have to put quest in my pirate deck, in my pirate warrior, in my pirate rogue. What pirate deck wants quest in it? It's a waste of a cool pirate card. I mean, it always has. Look, it's a 4-cost 2/3 taunt, so maybe you'd play it anyway if you were like trying to beef up your pirate deck. I don't know. I mean, maybe if it works with side quests, maybe. I don't know if it works with side quests. If it works with side quests, maybe there's a case for it. But I don't know. I don't know at all. And it's a bummer because I think this art rules. And I like Crag. And I like pirates. Boom Pistol could be a tempo tech play against Shaman, maybe. Maybe. A enemy battle cry costs 5 more. So if you're running into a lot of quest shaman who are doing like battle cry shaman, and they complete the quests, it's only for 1 turn. It's not while this card is on deck, so they don't have to immediately get rid of it. But honestly, Asmo, the best case scenario for this still dies to Starfall, which if you're playing a 5-cost card, your opponent can play a 5-cost spell. So this just dies to Starfall. I mean, it dies to Wrath Hero power. So, I think it costs too much. But wait. Hailbringer. Summon 2 1/1 ice shards that freeze. In an elemental deck, maybe it's a 3/4. It's not terrible stats for a 5-cost. It's not great. The battle cry is kind of cool. I could see it maybe appearing in Elemental Mage, but I think Elemental Mage has more options, so I don't know. And so that's what's come out now. So let's open up our Renounce deck, which we're gonna put Twisted Knowledge. Oh, Twisted Knowledge is already. Don't worry. I agree it's bad, but of all the neutrals it's offering, it has some potential utility. That's totally possible. I mean, I think it's a good card in Arena because it keeps your opponent from playing any card in their hands. A battle cry. I think it's a decent Arena card, but I don't play Arena. So, what's a Renounce deck? A Renounce deck is just one thing. A Renounce deck is you play Renounce Darkness. You replace your hero power and any warlock card with another class, and the cards cost 1 less. That's all this deck does. So, Sense Demons draws demons because, hey, we only put 4 demons in our deck. We put Void Caller and Void Lord. Because while we're trying to get Renounce Darkness out there and we're trying to build our deck out, we might as well play Void Caller. Plot twist is just to refresh our hands to try to get at this. Sense Demons is trying to get those. We're going to put Imps in our deck because those can get replaced. We don't have a dragon. We're literally using this as a 2-cost, deal 2 damage. That's fine. Mortal Coil. Librarian is just going to draw. And it is a class card, so we put that in there. Dark Pact, we can destroy a friendly minion. I feel fine about that. We can always defile. We can, for clearing. Hellfire's for clearing. So this deck wants a 1 card, which I feel weird about crafting because it's such a bad, goofy deck that I feel bad about crafting a one card for it, but it wants this deck wants a one cost. This deck wants, where is it? This deck wants Solarium, which I don't have enough dust for, but also probably wouldn't craft. You draw 3 cards, you enter turn, you discard them. It's another way of getting 3 cards. It's building your hand out, and then you get more cards changed over. And when you do that and then play Renounce, you don't lose those cards because it rewrote them. Let's just play a Renounce game. Let's get a Renounce game in over. We do have a quest going here of just take 15 turns. And I played a game that I played the Tavern Brawl because I wanted to get myself a pack, and the first day is the best day to play Tavern Brawl. So now that we talked about a bunch of new cards, let's actually play. We're in Wild. We're going to play Renounce. And we'll use one of those new cards. Now, as I said, this deck is bad. Here's the thing. You can lose with this deck by renouncing Darkness. You can renounce Darkness and lose. All right, so we are going to do, we're going to keep these 2. We're going to let these 2 go. This is great. Oh, great. Okay, great. So now we are going to be fattening up our deck, and also we can hero power. All right, get a rush card there. Okay. Cobalt Librarian. We're going to play this Cobalt Librarian here. We're going to see what we get. Looking into turn 2. Great. We got one of our Void Lords here. Sense Demons is going to draw a Void Caller no matter what, which is great. Because we would like to play a Void Caller, preferably on turn 4. All right, our opponent has some minions here, which is fine. They're 1-drops. I'm not worried about 1-drops. Twisted Knowledge, that's great. We can discover some cards. Twisted Knowledge can help us find something we need. Also, if these get buffed, we can just Hellfire them. Nope. Okay. So we are taking a bunch of damage here, as I said. But as I mentioned, this deck is bad, so it's okay. All right. So we are gonna. Should we Hellfire? I don't want to take another 4, so I think we are going to instead take 3. We really need to draw. We could try to discover Renounce Darkness, but we really need Renounce Darkness because we are very low on health. Plot twist. Great. We could plot twist this. I'd actually like to... I think I'm going to just draw... Yeah, okay. Okay, well that's bad. So we are most likely going to lose this game, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. The thing about Renounce Darkness as a deck is it's bad. It's not a good deck. All right. Let's do this. Great. We are going to take at least 2 here. We do not have any health. And yeah, the hope is we have oof. Okay. Well, here's the file. All right. So we can't obviously do that. We are going to plot twist. Should we discover? All right. Let's try to discover. Nope. We don't want to do. These don't matter. So we'll just take whatever. That's kind of fun. Uh, that's also kind of fun. I don't really agree with that because they're just going to get shuffled back into our deck here. Also, plot just takes a while. It's weird. Okay, you can discover again. We basically have one out here. Renounced Darkness is our out. Also, Renounced Darkness doesn't give us any mana left to play with, so we basically need a one-cost card that will be then 0 that heals us to win. We don't get that. We were going to be a rogue, which also does not help us. We probably didn't need Discover there. We probably we didn't have any real outs anyway, but yeah. When Renounce works, it is spectacular. But also, I should point out and make this very clear. Sometimes Renounce works and then you lose. It doesn't mean like, oh, you pulled it off. No, you didn't. You don't always pull it off. Sometimes you do Sometimes you you kill your own Void Caller, put out a Void Lord. You do everything you're supposed to do, and you just lose. It's very bad. There's Renounced Darkness. Okay, great. So we're gonna build our hand out a little bit. We want to have a little mana to play with. We also want to give ourselves a wide variety of cards in our hand. So we'll use Twisted Knowledge. We may coin out Twisted Knowledge depending on what our opponent does. We might Cobalt Librarian if we draw that. Okay, I'm just going to do this because this gives us just a bigger hand size. And it doesn't really matter what we play, so we'll use Power Overwhelming and Soulfire. These are going to get replaced. These are here to just become new cards for Renounced Darkness. All right. So I think we're going to draw here because our opponent didn't do anything. There's Void Lord. Great. So if it looks like on turn 4 is probably where we're going to go. We're not going to go in next turn. We might even hero power next turn. Turn 4 is where the beauty would be to play, and it would be playing cards, which would be bad. But it would be pretty great. Oh, we got another Renounced Darkness. Okay. So how many cards we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. All right. So we can't hero power here. We can't because we will overdraw. We don't want to do that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah. So we don't want to do that. This could be Counterspell. So next turn, we want to wait till next turn, and we might counterspell our first Renounced Darkness. Be wary of the counter. Yes, indeed. We can also. All right. We can Nether Breath. All right. It's not. It's time to go in. We got a big hand. It's time to see what we can do. We're now a mage. We're now a mage, and we can destroy a frozen minion. We gotta freeze one of them. We can get some spell damage. We can discover more. Here's some spell damage. There we go. We got that. Look at you, weirdo. We've got a bunch of spell damage. We can do that. So we're going to play this. Okay. Okay.
Job's done.
It's not enough to clear it, but it's a silly move that I wanted to make. I'm also just testing to see what we got here, you know. I don't... we're in wild, so there's a lot of possible things here. Also, we can play this, and now we're going to have a bunch of 4-cost minions. And that's pretty fun. I like that. Alright, and you got yourself a dragon. And you're going to go face? You're going to go face. Yeah, you can go face. Oh, you're going to get another dragon. Okay. Yeah, go face. I mean, I'm going to hit that. I'm going to have 2 random forecasts. And then I'm probably going to trade both these in. There's Luna. Luna's going to come in handy soon as far as drawing. So let's get some of these friends. Are these great? Not really. There's Effigy. Okay. That's a 4/6. This is not a great 4-drop. And this isn't. Okay, 4-drop. So what else are we going to do here? All right, let's discover. Maybe we should discover it first before we use Dear Hero Power. That's okay when you draw a minion, add a copy to your hand. That's pretty fun. Syndragosa. I kind of want to play Syndragosa. Fuck it, let's play Syndragosa. And we'll just do that. As I said, we have been doing this pretty right, but we're still not doing great. But we can do Luna if we draw something that we can play immediately. We can play Meteorologist next turn if we'd like. All right, we got another thing. So maybe at some point we can freeze something and then just shatter it. I don't know. Oh, 2 secrets. At least this isn't standard Secret Mage. There's some other stuff happening here, and I like that. Oh, also, yeah, like none of this is going to be right. None of this is going to play. We got here. Your next hero power does 2 more damage. That's kind of cool. All right. Well, we're going to play this. Are we about to take 2 face damage? No. Polymorph. You play Polymorph. You play Secret of Polymorph. That's what you do. You're out here going, well, I play Secret of Polymorph. That's my thing. Fine. Wait. Do this. See what it is. Great. You got that weird card in your hand now. You got your hero took damage this turn, gained lifesteal. So you got to take damage, and then you get lifesteal. You got to take damage as a mage somehow, and then you can get lifesteal. You got 2 of those. I hope you're happy. Oh, there you go. I mean, you can do damage. You do get lifesteal. You just had to fireball yourself in the face to get lifesteal. All right, come on. Freezing effect. Anything with a freezing effect. A freezing spell. Freezing spell. So I can just shatter that. That's Ronin. That's just Ronin. Do we do that? Do we do that? And minimize the fighting power? Do we have anything that has effects that we want to know? I mean, I'm probably going to pull Molten Reflection on Syndragosa and just have another 8/8 later. Alright, I think we're going to do this. And then we'll do that. Just minimize the health our opponent is taking. And then I don't know if we're going to ever have any mechs in here. So let's just do that. And then we'll just do. And I'm not going to Molten Reflect that. I want to Molten Reflect later my Syndragosa. Alright, yeah, weird. You have another secret. So weird. And then you get a 6/6. Weird. So weird. So random. Should we have played Ronin? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, you got Molten Reflect. Cool, cool. Fireball not to the face? I'll take it. Fireball not to my face. There we go. Hell yeah. Is this going to be Counterspell? Do we have to copy a minion to This is probably Counterspell, right?
So
And we
many
don't...
possibilities.
But do I want to copy one of these just to find out? It wasn't Counterspell.
To their show.
Fuck, it wasn't Counterspell. Alright, well... It was Effigy.
Heating up.
Fuck. It was not Counterspell, y'all. I thought it was going to be Counterspell. Shit. Alright, well... We can Cinder Goza and... Oof. What the... No! No, did we just lose? Ah! Alright. As I said, the thing with Renounce is, we played that... I mean, maybe I didn't play every mage card the way I should have, but... Oh, cool. I got my dust and my gold. Alright, well... It's time to pick a different deck. Let's play Evolve Invoke so I could get some wins in. Now, what's Evolve Invoke? Well, Evolve Invoke is... I'm going to retweet as we get this started here. We're playing two different kinds of... we're playing two different kinds of deck types mashed together because they are complementary. So, this is Galakron. We want to play Galakron. We want to invoke a bunch, but we don't want Galakron now. We want Galakron later. Galakron, beefed up, could give us a 5/2 weapon and 2 8/8s with rush and a hero power that's rad. We are going to keep Corridor Creeper because Corridor Creeper is a 7 cost, but every minion that dies, you get more minions, or it costs less, I should say. And we want that because the other half of our deck, the non-invoke part of our deck, is Evolve. So we have Explosive Evolution, we have Evolve, we have Unstable Evolution. All of these things that we have in this deck fulfill those cards fulfill another purpose, which is to take things of a certain cost and make them bigger. So, Corrupt Elementalist is great because there's a sick drop that's 3/3. You get the Invokes, you get 2 Galakrons, which are 2/1 rushes in this case, and then you can evolve a 6 drop because the 6 drop 3/3 is bad. But you can just evolve it. We also have Devolve. This is not a good Devolve deck choice here, but Devolve is great against many decks, and eventually we will use that to just make them 0 drops. But right now, it's not worth it because we're going to take 4 damage. So we'll just do that. Again, we would like Corridor Creeper to cost less to evolve it. I would like to play this and then Unstable Evolution it a bunch. Okay, so this might be a good time for Devolve. These are 4-drop 2/3s with Taunt. We could freeze something, and we could run in a taunt to that. I'm just going to devolve this, see what we get here. All right. I'm not expecting our opponent to have Pirates, but that's a 3/4. So let's freeze that. And then we'll run into a Murloc. Because why not? Is this the best evolve? I mean, they're not taunts. We can get through taunts now. It's not great. Are you playing Double J Jeff Jarrett? Oh, we are playing Double J. You're right. I didn't even notice that, Dread. Also, hi, Dread. I didn't even notice that we are playing Double J. You're right. Okay. So 5 costs. Let's give ourselves some health here, or some save. You know, they got to go through 5, and we'll just do that because it's better off. Next turn, we are most likely going to be Corridor Creeping and Unstable Evolution, evolving that, hopefully with a low-cost card. But this will cost 0 or 1. Most likely it will cost 0. I mean, yeah, it's definitely going to cost 0 now. Jason Jordan. Double J. Jason Jordan. Yeah. I mean, Jason Jordan's got the time to play Hearthstone, I imagine. Which is a dig. It's an unnecessary dig on Jason Jordan. Fungomancer. All right. You know what? I haven't seen Fungomancer in a while. I like when decks play cards that I don't see that often. That's rad. That's real good. How's your day going? It's going good. I got some paperwork stuff done. We got Evolve. Okay. So we got an Evolve. If we wanted to, we could play this 5 cost, which is 5/4/5, and you got a 2 drop out of it, and then we get a 7 drop out of it, and evolve that. I think instead what we're going to do is we are going to play this. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do this. This could backfire on us. Double J is busier. Jason Jordan. I mean, yeah, I am. This could backfire us, but let's go for it. No pain, no gain. Now our opponent can't. Now our opponent can't spell spells, but they can do. Let's see. 6, 8, 10, 6, 8, 10, 12 damage. So, was it a good idea to get rid of our taunt? No. Is it bad for us to have our that's just bad. All of this is bad. Is it worse for us to have our unstable evolution cost more? Of course it is. This was a terrible choice. Yeah, we lose. It's okay. We lose. We can evoke. Yeah, we can't beat this. So we're just going to concede, and it's fine. Of all the wild decks that I play, and currently I'm playing 3 wild decks, this is my strongest. In that, I can create a situation where by turn 4 or turn 5, I am at a position where my opponent cannot win. But also, I can evoke and play a long game and turn the tides by evoking a lot early, playing Galakrond in a good position. I did evolves there where I shouldn't have done evolves. I should have kept my 4/5 up. This deck certainly doesn't do great against like Rush. You know, just doesn't do great against Zoo. All right, so we've got a great card already here. We've got Explosive Evolution. Now, I didn't keep Mutate. If we were going second, I might keep Mutate. Mutate is great because it saves you from evolves when you've like run out of mana. Just get one more evolve. If you're like, oh no, I picked the 10 cost that is or the 9 cost that's like a 3/4, or hey, there's an 8 cost minion that's a 1/1 because its Battle Cry is really good. Its Battle Cry isn't good, but there's a 8 drop that is a 1/1. All right, so we'll find out on turn 4 if what this is. Maybe we'll run there. My hope is that we're not running into Counterspell at any point. I would love to not run into Counterspell. We do not have a turn 3 right now. We have Devolve. We can always test with Devolve. We're going to play this here. Unfortunately, Devolve is our spell to test for Counterspell, which is a bummer because it's also a very good card. To change the thing. We are going to run Devoted Maniac into this because Luna, we do not need our opponent drawing cards. Let's find out. Okay, Explosive Ruins. All right. Well, in the case of Explosive Ruins, we are just going to remove 2 damage off the board. And now we know our opponent has played 1 Explosive Ruin. And now they're about to play another card, which could be any spell. And this also could be any secret. Ugh. All right, you're not gonna. So again, this is gonna work pretty good soon. Our hope is that we are gonna clear this off. No, what we got here? The other explosive ruins. Cool. You played the other explosive ruins, and once again we are using our 2-1 to just clear this off. Great. And you still have there. All right. Well, we don't have to worry about explosive ruins anymore. So that's nice. At the very least, as you can see there, we invoked twice. So theoretically, we've got something. I mean, yeah. We're not in a good position right now, as you can see. We're in a bad position. We can make this a 9-drop if it lives, which is kind of cool.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Oof, oof, doofda.
Behold the tools of
Um,
creation.
Okay, that's not gonna do it. All right, so now we gotta do that for counterspell. It's not counterspell. Great. So we're gonna do this. Which now our opponent can do some damage to us if they play another one. They say thank you, and we could get 2 4/4s and clear the board. We could explosive evolution this, and this is our best option for living, unfortunately. Because now our opponent needs a secret in order to do that damage. Of course, and of course they have it. Of course they have it. They had that secret in their hand. Of course they had that secret. Why wouldn't they have that secret? There are 2 decks in Wild that I do not enjoy playing against. One of them is Secret Mage, and the other is Res Priest. Res Priest just in Wild has so many spells to bring things back and cards that bring things back, and the cards they're playing that they're bringing back kill your board, and Devolve only works so well. And this is a good deck to go up against it, but you can beat it if you get lucky enough. You can overwhelm them. But Hunter, I'm just gonna do full mulligan. But yeah, it's rough. Okay, well we got Galakron, so thanks everybody for tuning in. A reminder, if you're currently a subscriber, use your Twitch Prime code. You have to manually renew that. If you use Cash Money, you don't have to manually renew, but you can also hit that notification so I know that you're a subscriber. Please let me know. If you're not currently a subscriber, consider becoming one. It's great to see the numbers go up. I do build streams mostly. Tomorrow I'll be building again. If you're new to the channel and you're like, oh, you're a Hearthstone streamer. No, I do bonus game streams. I am playing Hearthstone right now, so you're not wrong about that. But I traditionally play or I build model kits. So I'll be back tomorrow with another model kit. So I just kind of want to play it. I want to make this a 4-drop, and then I can make it a 5-drop if I gotta. I just want to do it. It's a 7/4. Yeah. All right. Now our 0/2 became a 7/4. That's a fun card. Was that mana efficient? No. Am I going to lose to Diving Griffin? Yes. But all right. That card was going to run into something else. That card was going to run into my 0/2. I don't like that I have nothing to play on this turn. I can evolve this into a 2-drop. That's not going to work. As I said, Mutate in this deck exists to fix a oh no, that's a bad card. Oh no, that's a bad evolve. You know, that kind of thing. All right, cool. Now you have a secret. Cool. It could be anything. Uh, let's just do this. Cool. Snakes, cool. Why did it have to be snakes? No, snakes was a great outcome. Snakes is better than misdirect. It's. I mean, there's a bunch of cards that explosive would have been whatever. Uh, okay. Okay. All right. Got a beefy friend there. Oh, it's a 6/5. The problem with a 6/5 is that uh, I can do four. I can do 4 damage right now. I can immediately do 4 damage. I can do 4 damage. I don't have a immediate answer to this, which sucks. President Snakes, indeed, Harold. So we're just gonna Galakron. We're gonna Galakron and be like, cool. Cool. Now you need to clear a 4/5. So we invoked, which is good because we haven't invoked yet. We've whittled down its health a bit because we do have Galakron, but we want Galakron to be bigger because we'd like at least one more invoke and we get 2 4/4s with Rush, which is way better than 2 2/2s. So we've got to get some evokes in here and there. We could have mutated our 2/1 instead of running it in, but I felt better about that. Okay. All right, we are going to take some face damage here. We are going to take a bunch of face damage. And we still can't immediately beat this thing. Because we need to do 6 damage to it. Okay, but we can do this. That's good. We can do this. I'll do that. I'll do that any time of day. Freezing is good. Freezing is very good. And we got twice more to upgrade it to 8/8s. What do we want to do? Let's do it. Why not? Cool, we got a 4/5. Hell yeah. Just do 5 damage to your face. Whatever. Cool. Next turn we are going to get rid of that hyena. Because we have to. Because that hyena is now getting even more powerful. The hope is that it doesn't get more than 8 health, so we could kill it next turn. Let's not get that any bigger than 8 health, so we can just kill it next turn. Please. Oh, that's going to my face. We also do run into an issue of... we gotta do it. Oh, can I get around that? I can freeze it again. Alright, let's freeze it. Let's do that. Yeah, it's snakes, okay. Look, it was snakes, but it could have been other things that would have been disastrous for us. So, let's do this for our mana. We now can summon 2 8/8s, and we can get a weapon. I mean, we're beefing it up, but we're also gonna we're just gonna run things into it. The biggest problem with right now is we are using a lot of resources, and our opponent has done very little. So we are keeping them just with the ability to counteract our counteract and our win conditions. So we're not in the best shape right now. Okay. Oh, we can evolve. Cool. Alright, so we gotta do this. We've gotta do this. And then we gotta do this too. Now, the thing that sucks is we gotta run 2 8/8s into that. There's no other way. It sucks. So we might as well just do that one first. It just sucks that we had to run both 8/8s into that hyena. The other thing is that our opponent has another hyena somewhere in their deck, in their hands. They've got so much more. We can build a board and... okay, well that's a good late card. To clear the way is a good late card. We can build a board and evolve it, and that's what we're going to have to do. We are going to have to do our best to just build a big board real fast, a big wide board. So we might end up Corrupt Elementalist and evolving that. Just to give us some sort of a board space. That's that's awful for us. It's just awful. This is our only solution here. Is just to that's like the worst. That's bad. That's good. Our opponent can do 5 damage to us. Or 7. So, I mean, we lose. We lose. But it was kind of fun. What we got? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, we just lose, so that's cool. Alright. Let's switch over to Tespionage. We're gonna go back to things. We're gonna play more of all these decks. But let's go over to Test Wild. Our test deck has it. So one thing it doesn't have, and people, like I've had people ask me about it. They're like, "Oh, why don't you have why don't you play Quest in here? Because you're going to play a bunch of cards from other classes. Why don't you have Quest? Ooh, there you go. Prep, attack, espionage. That rules. Might as well have that because we're going to get cards. Let's just go. Why do you do that? Well, the answer is because the hero power is a 3/2 weapon, but we don't want another weapon. We want the one weapon we have in our deck. Well, we have 2 of them. We want to play the Cutlass, which is a 2/2, where as you play cards from another class, you increase the durability of your weapon. So we don't want we don't want our own hero power, and we don't want the Quest hero power. Eventually we want Valera's hero power. So it doesn't work. It doesn't do what we want it to do. We want the Spectral Cutlass. So it goes against it. Now, there are versions of this deck that work very well with the Quest, and it makes sense to play it. But this is a Cutlass deck, which is why we have Shiny Finder in there, which is why we have Deadly Poison. There are other versions of this deck that don't do that, that don't use it, and I'm not... fucking... What if you didn't play that? I'm not gonna get mad. I'm mad. There. Take 3 damage. I'm not gonna get mad about Secret Mage because we're just gonna overwhelm them with cool cards. We just put 10 cards in our deck that are going to do a number on our opponent. And that's cool, because we put in 10 one-cost mage cards. Cool, cool. Got 2 in there. That sounds great. Good for you. Discover a battle cry. We're going to do this instead. We're going to get yourself a mage card. Cool. We're going to take 5 damage. That sucks. We can draw now, which is great. And then,
Work to you. I'll take that.
let's do this. I don't really want to play that. Here we go. Hey, we got some healing. We have a 1 cost heal for 3. Heck yeah. I feel pretty good about that.
Excuse me.
And then we can play this soon. We're going to wait a little while before we play Cutlass because we want to play Cutlass and then play a couple cards with it. Spell damage. Your spells cost 1 more. I don't love that, but I also don't mind putting a 3/3 on the board. Let's do this first. Okay, we can. That's great. That's great. That's whatever. Let's give our opponent something they gotta clear, or maybe they'll keep it around. We can also play the Cutlass with Deadly Poison. Even on turn 5, if this dies, we can do that. If we get anything for spell damage, when we get spell damage, we can always heal next turn. We've got a bunch of options because this is a test deck. Of course, it's called a test deck because the goal is to eventually draw tests and do all of that stuff from all your non-rogue class cards, play them all again, which is just can really turn the tide and is very fun. Cool. You know, you'd think at rank 13 you wouldn't run into this, but you do. All right, we can do 6 damage there. We can find out. Let's do this. Okay, we learned some information. We can get some healing in if we want to do that. I can play that, but I can't play anything with that. I can do that healing. Just see. Okay. Information. That was counterspell. So let's just do this. We could do that. So it's not a great use of my mana, but it did heal. Put a 3/3 on the board. Heal us up a bit. This 3/1's going to go at some point. That's going to make this cost less. I'll take that. All right, we're just going to take 6 to the face. Huh? All right. The hope is that we're going to start healing every turn. That we're going to have a weapon that's just going to be able to heal us. It'll be even cheaper now. So we are not holding a class from their card. Our card from their class. So let's do this. And then let's see if we can get deal 1 damage. Your hero gave 5 and 1. Battle cry and a random death round minion died this game to your hand. I don't know if I want to play that. I don't. We're playing this because I can just play it. We heal for 2. We've got to play a card from another class this next turn to keep our weapon alive a little bit here, and then we'll add to it a little bit. Okay, cool, cool, great, thank you, great. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's draw something that we can play here. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool and fun and cool. Fun and cool. All right. So put 1 secret from each for your deck in the battlefield. I don't know if we have any secrets in here, but we can do this. This also is going to let us check for counterspell. There's counterspell. Great. So that's counterspell done. So now we can do this. We don't have any, which is a bummer. But now we can do this. We can do that. So now we know, well, most likely it's Ice Block. It could be Flame Ward or Vaporize. It's probably Ice Block, but at least we've narrowed down what that secret is, which is good. And we need... great! We're just going to pass because I'm at 15 health. Our opponent's played a lot of secrets, so we might take some, but they don't really have many cards. And I'd rather hold my 4 and try to get some cards, get some card draw. How many cards our opponent has? 15. Yeah, okay. They did have a secret. Cool. They did pull a secret. Okay. Yeah. Great. But that doesn't do an effect to minions because we don't have minions. So, Lab Recruiter. Lab Recruiter is not helpful right now. We're going to play Lab Recruiter because we need a body on the board. So we're going to do this. Heal up. I don't like doing that.
I want you and you and you. Job done.
I don't like these things. I don't like this started off as a pretty good test, but also we are playing against Secret Mage, which is my least favorite deck, so it's okay. At the very least, what we're doing is making... It's very petty, but as... ooh, there we go. This is a good new card. Divine Shield, Taunt, Lifesteal. Draw 1 cost minions from deck until your hand is full. I don't know if we have any one... We have a Swashbuckler in our deck, and we might have other ones. The proper way might have been to play it. This is just cooler to me. Great. Turns out we had a lot of 1/1s in there. Turns out we had a lot of 1/1 costs from putting in all of those. Oh, that rules. Oh, look, we have duplicates. Weird. Your opponent's spells cost 1 more. Here, have that. And here, have a 2/3. And we'll do that. Cool. That. Look, I don't know if that was the right call, but now we got card draw. We refilled our hands. If we can get some spell damage. Oh fuck! All right, come on. Hey, come on. Rude. That's rude. We can add some spell. We can add some. We don't have any secrets in there. I know that, so we don't want to play that. Your hero power also freezes the target. We don't need that. Reveal a spell. If it costs more, you draw it. All right, let's start there. Cool. Now we have Vendetta. That's awesome. Now we can get rid of that with Vendetta. We'll do that. Cool. We don't need that. We'll do that. We really need healing. That's not healing. We'll play that. And then do that. And then that. We hadn't tested for Flame Ward. I forgot we hadn't tested for Flame Ward. That is a mistake on my part. We hadn't tested for Flame Ward, so I goofed up. I really goofed up there. And I also had 1 mana that I didn't play. We didn't test for Flame Ward. And that's Ice Block. Okay. So that I did goof up there. Ooh, alright. Huh. Okay. Great. Now look what I got. You're gonna add 2 spells. So We didn't play that. We don't have any secrets. We know that. Here, but that doesn't work. Blast all minions. If it overpowers, you get. That's not gonna work. We played an elemental last turn. I didn't. I could have played an elemental and didn't. All right, we're playing that so we can get some elemental goofiness next turn. I think this is gonna go here. Could have done that. Gotta play that. Try this. No. No. So now we can do more damage with it. We'll just play this. We did have a secret in our deck. I didn't know we had any secrets in our deck. I thought we didn't. That must have been before the last deck. That must have been after one academic espionage, not two. So I did goof up on there. I thought that we had done that. All right, so we didn't need to trade in that 3-2. We could have beaten it another way. So that's unfortunate. Oh, cool. You had another secret still. Cool, cool, cool. Still have... Oh, yeah, 2 secrets. That's cool. That's cool. All right. So you don't know what I have as my secret. My secret is Vaporize. All right, we're going to play this. Cool. We got to trade in first for Flame Ward. Yep. Got to test for Flame Ward. We knew it was Flame Ward, but we still had to do it. But now we could do this. We still get a 7-6. Eat it. We still have a 7-6. You bastard. That's to a minion. You know what? They're not a bastard. Cat person isn't a bastard, and I feel bad saying the cat person's a bastard. Look, we're not... I don't know how many more... Let's just put that in there. Let's just get out of there. All right, so... Damn. Okay, we lost. We did pretty good. Look, I would say that we lost in a really dumb game, and at the very least, we made a secret mage have to play a very long game. We had at one point 40 cards, or 50 cards in our deck, so I'll take it. I'm going to drink some water. Reminder, folks, if you haven't, get some water. Stretch your legs, stretch your arms, do whatever you got to do. My next build stream is tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to keep going with this. I'm going to have fun with this. This is going to be a good time. We're still going. We're having a good time here. Playing some Hearthstone. Seeing what's up. Got a prep. We got a deadly poison. We got a blink fox. Let's keep the blink fox. Let's get some cards from another class in our hand here. We have not seen Tess yet tonight. Ooh, we got our turn 1. That's great. It's now 6 o'clock. After 6 o'clock here at in the East Coast, so it is evening. Got our academic espionage. We could have maybe kept prep, but I'm fine with that. Here's a legendary from another class. Do we want to add a 5/5 horror to your hand? You teach it 2 shaman spells. Do we want to transform all your 1-cost cards in your deck into legendary minions? No, we want our 1-cost to be a weird variety of cards. Or, when you draw... Yeah, we want Fell Lord. I don't know if that's the best of the cards, but I think Fell Lord is a great card. Whenever you draw a minion, submit a copy with Rush. And then it dies. I just think it's good nonsense card. Do we want to run in? Do we want to... Yeah, let's run in. Because turn 3 is going to be adding a random card, so we might as well do that. Because we kind of know what our turn 3 is, and we know what our turn 4 is probably. If we get prep, that can change things a bit. It might make our turn 3 Clever Disguise, and then turn 4 Academic Espionage and Blink Fox, but I don't know. There's our Spectral Cutlass. That's cool. So, we got our Cutlass. We would like to have some cards in our hand that we can actually play with it. That's a card we can play. We'll take 4 damage. We'll just go face. We'll take 4 damage. in order to play that. Ooh, Void Caller. Get out of here. Just get out of here, Void Caller. Alright. So, here's the question. Do we think that our opponent has something they want to Void Caller, or did they just play it on curve? Let's find out. They had it. They did have it. They did have it. Alright, let's just do this then. They did have it. At some point, we're going to have to get Academic Espionage into play, and we're going to have to play it. I don't know when, but at some point, we're going to have to play it. There's Deadly Poison. I love seeing that. So, let's Clever Disguise. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Justice is mine.
And then we got some 1/3s. Also, we can transform our minions into random legendaries. That's the Stormbringer is right in line with our nonsense. That's great. That's some good nonsense. All right. I don't love that. We can heal up. We have healing. Look at us. We have healing. All right. Let's see if we can do something there. Give a minion. Death Rattle. Summon 2 copy of this. Okay. Well, we're not playing that. All right. Now we got some 1-costs. We got 10 1-cost cards in our deck that will fix our Cutlass or continue our Cutlass going. So that looks good. We're getting close to just playing Fell Lord, which I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if we're going to do it without some draw. We got a Mass Hysteria. We can play Mass Hysteria if the board gets any bigger. I assume our opponent is going to play something that Mass Hysteria might be good in. Okay, yeah, cube. That's what you cubed. Huh. Okay. Mass Hysteria lets us, doesn't get rid of, it kills off these things and weakens this, and then we can kill it. And it lets us do that, and then we could, let's do this first. I mean, we're going to get a 6-cost Devil Sower. We're going to get a 6-cost Devil Sower. We're going to get a 6-cost Devil Sower. And then we're going to Mass Hysteria. Now you got 2 stealth 2/2s. And I got, oh, sorry, 3 2s. Sorry, 3 2s. I forgot they buff each other. It's not bad. Cool. Cool. I don't hate this deck. Am I winning? No. I don't hate it. We can always heal up. We can heal up a lot if we really want to heal up. Let's do this. And then we'll heal twice. Get Jade. Crushing Walls. Sure. We got a Crushing Walls in the future. But yeah, let's do that. Let's heal and heal. And then we'll heal. And you can heal. And we're going to take a bunch of damage. We're not. It's not looking great. It's not looking great. But also, like I said, this deck doesn't do great. It does okay. We do really need a board clear. So, let's see if we can get a board clear. We didn't. We did. That ain't bad. So, we can run this into that. And then we can Crushing Walls those two. I don't hate that. So, we can do that. And then we can Crushing walls, which helps us our weapon, and then we can swing in the face and heal for 4. There might have been a better version of that play, but I don't mind it. We still have... We could do this. Ooh, I don't hate that. What did you just discard? What did you discard? A Void Lord. Oh, shit! You discarded your Mal'Ganis. But you might have gotten Mal'Ganis back. Oh, man. Okay, well, our opponent did some stuff that's pretty good, too. What did you discard? Void Lords. So you can get 2 Void Lords. Well, that's... Well, deal with my Void Lord, then. You can have my Void Lord.
Justice is mine.
I mean, our opponent might just gotten a Void Lord anyway, or 2 Mal'Ganis, like I don't love discard. I like the idea of cards that pull back cards that you discarded. I think that's an interesting twist on the mechanic. But I've never been super into that. Okay, yeah, okay. There you go. There's a Void Lord. Cool. And now you got some more Void Lords. Or as they are called by some people in the community, Void Daddies. I don't hate Void Daddies. I mean, do this. This is like the best. Doesn't keep us alive, but it's good. So let's do this. Let's do this. And we'll just do... I mean, look, did we want to run this into that and then get 2 more of them that we could then run into other things? Of course we did. But that's not in the cards. And now we get a... Now we got a Mal'Ganis hanging out with us. Which, you know, sucks. You want to give me 2 of those? Thank you. At the very least, we can run 1 into this, we can swing into the other, and we can run 1 into the Mal'Ganis. So, at the end of each turn, destroy this minion if it is your only one. I think we can avoid that and give ourselves a 9/9. Oh, there's a dog barking outside. I got really freaked out for a second. Destroy all damaged minions. Heck yeah. What up, King Mosh? Hey, King Mosh. What up? It's your boy, King Mosh. King Mosh is here saying, what's up? Are you going to take 9? No, you can't take 9. Because he wouldn't clear it with that. It's your boy, King Mosh. So, discovering King Mosh and being able to play it on the same turn you discovered it is one of the reasons why I play decks like this. That is a nonsense thing that happened. Cards you draw from your hero power cost 1. Fitzbang, you don't help at all. But let's play a 9 cost. Let's play that. Let's just get our hero power up to snuff. Fine. Let's go wide. We can always Stormbringer this. But mostly we are going wide in order to just help ourselves out. Get through the our opponent has at least 1 more Void Lord. They may have 2 more Void Lords, but they have at least 1 more Void Lord that we have to get through. That's that Void Lord for experiment. Okay. I think that's the last Void Lord. Cool. Hey, it's Blood Reaver Cool Dan. What's up, Blood Reaver Cool Dan? How you living? Oh, you're living good? Good. Good to hear, buddy. Gonna go over here with that. We're gonna go over here with that. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Because this is a better lethal. This is a way better lethal. Exact lethal. With 9 to spare. And that's why we play test decks. Once again, test nowhere to be found. A one cost cooldown. Discovering a legendary, which is King Mosh, and just wipes their board, which we didn't need to discover because Gul'dan was going to give us a Void Lord. And that's why I play decks like test decks, which, as I said, I mean, you've watched it. That's our first win today with that deck. We're not doing great with this deck. But I love it. So we're going to play, so, yeah. Alright, we're playing a Paladin. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze there. Alright. Lab Recruiter, we can go. Wax Mancy is good for Cutlass. Swashbuckler is good for Cutlass. We are going to build up our Cutlass. Henchman Burglar. Henchman Burglar is just great. It's just a great card. It's one of the best power cards. It's one of the best rogue cards. You discover a spell. What do you got to do here? What are you doing here? You're summoning 5 minions. And gives your minions +1/+1. Okay. I'm going to play a pirate. Oh, nice. I'll take that. I would have liked to be a little lower cost. We also got our economic espionage, which is great. Okay. You want something that's going to live for a little while, huh? That's what you're going for? I think. All right, we'll see what we get here. Okay. Randomly toss 3 hats to other minions. Each hat gives 1/+1. I'd like a free 1 cost, deal 1. Or an 8 cost death. No, I don't want to discard my hand. There. That's not from another class, so, but that's okay. We'll do this. And let's do another legendary from another class. Yeah, we're gonna play Rin. We got ourselves a Rin. We got ourselves a Rin, the first disciple. Because that's just great for our Cutlass. It's just a great card for our Cutlass, because we're just gonna get a bunch of cards. And we're gonna get a bunch of demons, and it's a taunt. It's real good. We do not have board clear. I mean, we do have one. We got Elven Archer. Let's draw that. There's another board clear. Just get rid of one of these. We also can now draw a card, and if it's a beast, it costs 4 less. That's a pretty good spell to have. We can do 3 damage to random enemies. That's good. There's Air Raid. I guess this is the deck where Air Raid works. Guess this is the deck for Air Raid. Hey, what's up? Now, you might think to yourself, Pat, you're losing this game. And you would be right. I'm not doing good in this game. Now, am I going to pick something that's going to save the day? No. Your secret's triggered twice. None of these save the day. I don't have any secrets. Yeah, we're not winning that one. We're not winning that one. Some of that was on me. Some of that is just I'm not beating that deck as it drew. And that's okay. Because remember when we played Discover a Legendary for another class on turn with 10 mana, and then we got King Mosh? That carries me through the obvious defeats. Ooh.
None can escape my
I just got an email about a thing for me to apply for. A job, which I will apply for. And hopefully I will get, because getting a job will be good. All right. Surgical cutlass, and then, yeah, all right, cool. I mean, we're up against a priest. We're gonna find out right away. Oh, we got the lab recruiter back. I don't love that. I would like to get Dragon's Horde or Swashbuckler. Get something that isn't that. Let's see. Okay, so quest, but it's not the annoying quest. It's the death rattle quest, and I don't mind that. I kind of don't mind that. We get coin. Yeah. Yeah. I don't. I guess I could play Explore on Goro, which would replace every card in my deck with just a Discover card. I don't want to do that. That's later in the game, but like I'd rather have one cost cards than that. We could draw the weapon we already have. We could just weapon up. Mortal Strike's not bad. Alright, let's just weapon up. So. Alright. Okay. Well. Not the worst. Hey, cool! Cavern Shiny Finder. I don't need two of those. I drew one already. I definitely didn't need the other one of these. And now I'm going to draw a weapon I don't want. Cool.
Justice is mine.
I mean, that's just bad draw, right? That's just bad luck on what I'm drawing here. Mother Cover Skies would be good. Henchman Burglar, I'll take that, I think. I think I gotta take it. I think Dart Trap. Yeah. I think Dart Trap's the way to go. Eventually I'll do some damage and my opponent will have to heal themselves. Cool. Alright, let's just put some damage on the board. Because we can always... We've got a bunch of options next turn. We can do 4 damage if we need to. We can play Dart Trap. We could put 3 copies of Henchman Burglar into our deck. I don't generally like to do 4 cost of that. We can play Blink Fox. I definitely want to play something that's... I definitely want to play something from another class to keep my weapon going and be able to swing with my weapon. Our opponent can also just clear our pirate. And yeah. So might as well go face with it. Instead of me clearing it, why not do 4 damage? Yeah, let's do that. Cool. So yeah, obviously, Lab Recruiter's not helpful here. We could Blink Fox Lab Recruiter, but then we're not doing any face damage. So we're going to see we're here. Okay, great. So let's discover. If you control a frozen minion, gain 8 armor. That's never going to be great, but that could be a 2 cost. I don't expect to have dragons. Look, we're just picking this up because it's going to be a 2 cost 3/5. That's a 2 cost 3/5. So
Justice is mine.
that's why we're picking that. The other ones, like having a big taunt, I guess that's going to be okay. But really, I would like to try to beat my opponent before they complete their quest and get 80 life, and then play it on a turn where they can duplicate that card. Cool. I mean, they're gonna. My hope is that I can win before. They're gonna get up to 40. I'm gonna try to take them down from there, and my hope is I can win before they get back up to 40. That's kind of where we're at. Cool. Quest complete. I would like to get this up. I'd like to get a recharge on this, so let's do this. We can always do that, but I don't really want to. But I think we're going to have to. Shit. Swap this one in from your deck. If you like duplicates. What do you draw? We'll just do a 7 cost. I don't want to play that. Alright, we're not going to swing with our weapon, which is a bummer. That's a dead draw. It's a dead card. Do we want to get a bunch of 4 costs, 3 5s in our... Yeah, I guess we'll do that. We'll just do that. Now we're going to put Blink Fox in there so we can keep drawing. Yeah, I would like to be able to play something to keep our Cutlass together. We do have the other Cutlass, but we are doing 4 damage with that, and so I would like to keep it if I can. Looks like our opponent might not have all the cards they need for the combo, which is good, because it keeps their health below 40. So that's good. Okay. So that's good. We might just have to use Mortal Strike here. And I don't, as I said, I don't love that. Okay, give yourself a ball. Definitely trying to draw here. Cool, cool. Life steal. Alright, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Prep. If you have Thune as at least 10 attack, that's okay. That's just a weird 5 card. It's not going to really help us with anything. Alright, best use of our mana. We have that, which could do 4 damage. And at least will... So we could play this, and that's going to cost 2. And then we can do... We can play... Yeah. Alright, so we'll do this. And we'll just draw dead with it. We're going to let you do it yourself. Yeah, I just don't feel right now about losing prep. I'd rather keep prep. I mean, really what I want is to draw one of my academic espionages. More than anything, that's what I want to draw. We do have Valera, which we can certainly wait on Valera if we'd like to. There you go. Hey, bye-bye. Cool. There's our trap. And it went to face. All right. Hey, it went face. I don't mind that. That's cool. I definitely prefer face over it going to explosive sheep. Definitely wouldn't love that. This goes face. Mortal Strike does go face, so I can always Mortal Strike. Okay, alright, you're gonna do it. Okay. You went to 40. You went to 40. We'll do that. So that I can keep my weapon going. We'll do that. Because I'm gonna take the damage. We might be able to keep this going. I don't know. We might be able to. We do have Valera. If our health total starts getting low, we can always Valera. We don't need our hero power, so... Okay, took some damage there. Now our opponent did not get to do anything with their 8/8, so they can only heal up to 40. They can't play it again, which is rad. Now, do I want a Valera now so that next turn I can double espionage, or I can prep espionage and play something else? Yep, that's what I want to do. I want to do that.
Justice is mine.
So that way I can do 10. I can heal 4. Next turn, I am playing Valera. I think I'm playing Valera. Unless I draw something that... yeah. I think I'm playing Valera. I can always prep Academic Espionage next turn if I draw something that I want to play. But I'd like to get Academic Espionage in there now. The nice thing is that... Okay, Psychic Stream. Alright. That's a little rough, because now I have a Flame Leviathan in my deck, but... that ain't the end of the world. Do I want to get rid of my... The best thing would be to get, like, Deadly Poison, so I can buff this before I Valera. Like, get a 1 cost in there that I can play with that. But I can also prep something with Valera if I wanted to. I've got some options. I don't mind playing Valera there with Espionage in my hands. I don't know why my opponent is letting the clock wind out there. But they are. And that's fine. Lab Recruiter. Double Lab Recruiter. I need a card to play for that. And I can replace my deck with copies of Discover a Card. Now, I could do that before, but I would get rid of a lot of cards that I would like to play. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to lose our weapon. We are just going to play Valera. We're going to go up to 35. And we are going to end our turn there. So next turn, we will prep. We can prep Academic Espionage. That will cost 6 mana. Because the second one will not be discounted from prep. And then we probably won't be able to swing with our weapon, which is a bummer. Because none of those are going to work for that. But who knows? Maybe we'll get Swashbuckler and we can play something. We are right now at 35. We have 19 cards in our deck. We're about to add 10 more. Our opponent seems to not have things to do. I assume their cards are reactionary. They're going to heal up. They might even heal up, a lot. There's Tess. Hi, Tess. So we've got some weirdness, but not enough weirdness to play Tess now. So I'd much rather do these shenanigans. So now we just put 21 cost priest cards in our deck. And then we'll just play Lab Recruiter just to play Lab Recruiter. No reason. So we've got a lot to go here. We're definitely not taking 50 damage anytime soon. We can play a bunch of weird 1-cost cards, and then we can play Tess. Tess is going to do some stuff, but we can do more things. We still benefit for having just Tess ready to go. Alright, Radiant Elemental. Okay, what are you going on here? Okay, alright, Test Subject. Okay. Cool. Cool. Do you have the full combo for this? I don't think you do. You might. I mean, all we have to do is draw a silence card. And this goes very bad for our opponent. I mean, that's all we need is to draw a silence card. Let's see what else they did. Let's see what else they did. Let's see what else they did. They're really eating into my turn here with their combo. Get me out of here. Cool. They didn't have enough time or enough mana to get it done. So they did not beat us. They most likely will, because I don't remember having a board clear with this. But hey, let's go for it.
No idea what I'm capable of.
Cool. 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 Indeed.
Silent death.
Yeah, we didn't have a board clear. You don't get to swing. I'll just concede. Hey, we lost to a very weird combo. Now, our opponent didn't have the time to, or maybe possibly could have beaten us that turn. I don't know if they ran out of time or if they were just like, oh, I'll just do it. I don't mind losing that combo. That combo's nonsense. So let's go back to Evolve Invoke, because this is the deck that is the most likely to be successful. So maybe we'll get a couple wins with that one. I don't know. If you have any questions about Hearthstone, any questions about the decks I'm playing, anything in general you want to share, if there's any games you're playing right now, let me know. You know, I mean, like, y'all have been chill, and I don't mind that. We're going against Shaman. So let's keep these two here. Let's get some invokes in. You gotta go. I need to set up for your stream. Harold, have a great stream. Thanks for hanging out with me this afternoon/evening. Always a pleasure, my friend. Yeah, I will talk to you soon. Thank you for hosting, of course, as always. So we got Invocation of Frost. We maybe didn't need to keep the Devoted Maniac. That might have kept Corrupt Elemental, or like since we got that. We still in the games we played of this, we haven't played that many of this deck, but the games we played of this, we haven't pulled Desert Air at all. Desert Air is great. Okay, so you're going for Battle Cries. You are a Battle Cry Shaman. Quest Shaman? I got this. I'm going to take care of Quest Shaman. Don't you worry, y'all. I guess you're giving me time to quit, which is fun. Cool. All right, we got going on here. That was a mistake. Yeah, you could have ended your turn. I can definitely beat this deck. Or at the very least, I can keep the game going a while I try to overpower. Obviously, the evolve side of this deck, it would be nice to have that side of this deck, which we don't. Oh, you're playing a new card. Hey, play a new card. Play the new card. Go for it. Play that new card. We're just going to go ahead and freeze your face. We're going to invoke. I'm going to let you know that we are a Galakron deck. But actually, we're Galakron, but with a evolve package. So, we got stuff going on. Hey, we drew Galakron. Cool. So, let's see. Do we want to just put some friends on the board? Let's just put some friends on the board. What are we going to do in turn 4? I don't know. But having 3 of stats on the board seems good. Right now we've already evoked like enough. We would like to invoke twice more to give us 2 8/8s, but we have a 6 cost that'll give us that. So we're looking good. We could, if we wanted to, use Unstable Evolution here. Because now we got these 2/2s on the board. We could devolve. Here's the thing. This is not a good devolve, because these are 2/2s that cost 5. 4-cost minions are probably going to have better stats than that. So we're not worried about that. But what we're going to do is we're going to swing into this. We're going to go face. And then we're going to... That's good. So we'll go for here. Now we don't have death rattles to worry about there. That 2/2, that's not good. So we'll see. Got a 4/4 there. That's not bad. I think we'll try that. 3/5. 3/5 with Wind Fury is technically better than a 4/4. Now, I don't know what our opponent's going to be doing with these 2/2s other than evolving them, but I don't know if they're going to evolve them. You know, being able to run 2/2 and a 2/1 into those, that might have been the better call, is to run the 2 into those and then do a you know, roll totem and hope, but you know. All right, you're going to turn that, you're going to give yourself more. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. Okay, you're going to rush that one. All right. Okay. Cool. Okay. All right, you're going to clear one of those. All right. So we can get some big friends here. We can do that. We can freeze the face, clear there. I like that. I think that's what we're going to do. Might as well. Invoke while we can. Alright, so now we just need to, one more time and we're going to get 8/8s, which seems good. Because we can invoke twice now with this here. Alright, which we definitely want to do, because now we can't play a spell. And now we have our hair for our other evolve, our explosive evolution, or 2 evolves, I should say. Our unstable evolution and our explosive evolution still works pretty good with just 1 card. Out of the deck, obviously, the Corridor Creeper is probably the best bet. All right, we can run 2 of these in. Our next turn is going to be turn 7 so far. Very good. Turn 7's looking pretty great. We could also, if we get evolve. We could evolve a 5 cost and a 6 cost and 3 3s. There's some 4s on the board. That's not great. But we also have the ability to do this. We can just do this. Yeah, we got Galacrown, so we'll just do that. Do that. We'll do that. We still have, we have any turn we want. We can get a 2/1 with Rush. We can use Dragon's Pack. Oh, cool. You filled back up to 30, but you were at 17. And are you copying it, so you can do that again. Cool. You use Zola. Okay. That ain't bad. Let's see, we could... Let's do this. We know we're going to do that. We can do that too. I don't hate that. I don't hate any of these things here. Yeah, so let's just do... Now, obviously, our opponent can go back up to 30. But our opponent now also has to spend 4 mana to go back up to 30. And then what are they going to do there? Do they have another... Do they have Bog? Do they have the other Bog to pull Reject? Oh, 6, right? So they have Bog Creeper to pull that other one to heal again? They don't. Alright, so... do we want to risk? Bog Creeper is a card, and we do have to think about Bog Creeper. But what we can do is this, which I like, and we can do this, which I like here, and I like here, and I like doing all of this damage to your face, and then I like doing this. I don't love that. I don't love Major Domo. Ha ha ha, Brewmaster. Oh, look at that. Look at those cards you didn't get to play with Reno. You wanted to play those cards with Reno, didn't you? But you don't get to. You don't get to. I'm glad you couldn't clear Major Domo and leave me with not a lot of health. Ah, that's a fun deck. Yeah, our opponent had to play. We get the pressure on. And then we knew our opponent. Oh, I didn't know my opponent had Brewmasters, but we did know our opponent had a bunch of ways. Had other ways of getting Reno back. So we always had to kill Reno. Couldn't allow our opponent to bring Reno back. I didn't realize our opponent was going to have that many ways to do it. It's good to know. It's also just nice to get a win in. It's fun to win with our silly decks. Really, Galakron did the heavy lifting there. But it is nice to have Evolve as well.
Morgul versus Thrall.
All right, so we've got Evolve, we've got Explosive Evolution, we've got Firefly. We are going to keep Firefly, build a little bit of board. We're going to say goodbye right now. That's not what I want to replace it with. Explosive Evolution is great, but I'd rather combo that with something else. Firefly's is great on turn 1, turn 2. Mutate. Mutate is a great backup for Evolve. Sometimes you just get a card and you're like, I wish I didn't have this one. Depending on what we draw, we might Hero Power next turn. Alright, our opponent is also playing Quest. So we'll just Hero Power. We can build a bit of a board and then evolve it. I mean, I would certainly prefer to get Desert Hair with my Evolve and not evolve 1-drops. We can also Unstable Evolution 1-drops if we want to. But I don't mind playing this a little slow. But yeah, we can always evolve or unstable. We can spread the unstables around to try to build something up. If we draw Explosive Evolution, we can use that on something. Okay, taunt. All right, healing yourself up. Desert Hair! Hi, Desert Hair! Hello, Desert Hair. All right. So let's just clear that off. And we're going to Desert Hair. And we're going to evolve. And then if one of these is bad, we'll mutate it. That's bad. Okay. Okay. Alright, yeah. So we're going to get rid of this thing. 3-3. Cool. Now we have a weird little mid-range board. I don't mind it. We can also Unstable Evolution things here if we want to. If there's something that we're like, we could change this up. We could make this better. There's Desert Hair again. Hi, Desert Hair. So we'll do this. Let that live. Now it's a 5-2, so we'll keep a 5-2 around. What cost is that? These are 4s. So we'll get rid of 3 costs. Do that. And we'll just Unstable Evolution between these two. That's a pretty good 5-drop. That is an 8-drop after this mini attack to freeze it, but it's still an 8/8. So even if it's frozen, that ain't bad. 5/5's good. There we go, spare part. I'll take that. We do have 1 mana left. We're going to take a big hit if we get rid of this here. I'd say let's go with a 3-drop. Yeah, that's better. Oh, cool. We're going to get ourselves some 4/4 dragons. We're getting dragons, y'all. We're going to get some dragons in our shaman deck. That's fun. Look at our board. Look at our weird evolve board. We can also invoke next turn, which is good. All right. We can face if we want. Let's see. What do we want to do? I think we want to invoke. We haven't invoked yet, or we invoked once. So we want to get some invokes in. That way we can play Dragon's Pact at some point, and we can clear this with rush cards, which let us do a bunch of damage. And if need be, obviously our 8/6 here is frozen. We could transform it into a 4/4 with rush if we need to. We don't need to. What's this do? Give a dragon your hand, +2/+2. Okay.
I will act as your scapegoat.
I'm not even going to bother. What does this do again? Draws 2 Murlocs in your deck. No, you draw your own Murlocs. I got this. Got a Quest Murloc deck. I don't hate it. I'm a little confused about this. Seems like our opponent has a lot of death rattles for a deck that wants to play Battle Cries. But okay. You do you. Get some healing? Do you have a lot of healing? No. Okay. So now that was kind of cool. Last game we got to see the evolve, or the invoke side of it, the Galakron side. This time we got to see the evolve side. Obviously, we just kept building a better, different board, and we had other ways to deal with it. And then we used our invokes to its advantage. Of all of the different Galakrons, because the multiple classes have Galakron, in my opinion, Shaman. Having the 6-drop is incredible for Shaman. Having the 2-drop, which used to be a 1-drop, the Invocation of Frost used to be a 1 cost, and it was broken, and they made it 2, and it's better. But the hero power, I just think is better because I think the Warrior is interesting, and I think the Scions of Ruin are a cool Warrior card. But the whole thing about Warrior is drawing cards, and then so you need to play Galakron early, which means you need to invoke early. So I think it's like not as a complete. It's not a good package. The lackeys for Rogue, I think, are pretty good. I think it's pretty good as far as Galakron. I don't necessarily think all the Galakron class cards are good for that. Ooh, there's Explosive Evolution. Hi, my friend. We can make a 1-drop into a 4-drop anytime we want. So let's put 2 1-drops on the board. And then,
Thank you.
I don't think that Warlocks have taken advantage of Galakron. I think Galakron Warlock is better than people are giving it credit for. All right, so turn 2. Let's just do it. This is such a good card. It's new. Great, we got 2/6. Our hero power now costs 1. Heck yeah, it does. That's a good evolution. That's a good evolve. 2/6. That we can mutate it if we wanted to. I don't really want to. I'd rather just do this. Build our board. Get some good targets for evolve coming up. We've got mutate to kind of save us. We've got we can start evoking here because this needs to go away. I mean, it just needs to go away. It can't. It can't continue. It mustn't continue. Yeah, let's do 2 damage on it. Alright, so now our opponent can revive that, which will then revive that if they don't increase their pool or their res pool. Okay. Yeah, that was gonna happen. All right, we have another target for evolve. We want to do that. Next turn we can Galacron twice to get this going up again. We don't want to play this without a thing to directly evolve it. I think this may not be the right move. It may have made more sense to just hero power pass instead of putting 8/8 stats on the board because they lose their big benefit, which is rush. Oh, that sucks. Okay. A 1/2. Okay, that's not great. Now we have to look. I would love Devolve to have shown up there. Did Devolve show up there? No. We don't have Devolve. We do have a clears for it. We now are buffing up our Galacron for next turn. But now our opponent can res either a 4/6 that reses this, or reses another 4/6, or it reses an 8/8. And so it's a bummer. We do have 2 4/4s with rush next turn if we want it. I don't love that. I don't love having that in the res pool. We are trying to keep, at this point, we are just trying to keep pressure up. So we are going to Galacron. We're Galacroning here because I just need to keep doing damage to this thing. I just need to keep doing damage to it. I don't love that. No, I don't want to do that yet. We just need to keep the pressure up. We can now, Dragon's Pack is going to work. We now have Dragon Hoof. Okay, that has to die. These things have to die. We're going to do 5 to everything on the board, so we need to run a 4 into here. Can't kill. Run that. I'm going to do that because we're not going to be able to run. We're not going to be able to kill that right now. If we... That won't be enough. Alright, let's just do that. Uh, 5 damage to all our minions is not going to kill that, even if I had run the 2 in there. So we're just going to get an 8/8 with taunt. And then we're going to run this here. Awesome. Our opponent's going to play a minion and get smacked, and it's going to attack my 9/9. So. And it killed the 2/1, which is the best possible outcome for that. And then, of course, that happened, though. That sucks. Look, that sucks. We're going to go wide because we would like this to survive so we can kill this. So we're going to go wide. Because this needs to live. Okay, good. I mean, I would prefer one of the 1/1s, but that's got to go. Look, our opponent has so many resources now. They're at 10 mana. They're at full health. They have so many ways to beat us and so many ways to things back. They can do that. They can just Psychic Stream us. Great. We're at square one here. We got a Spirit Wolf that's going to be awful. What do they resurrect? Okay, they resurrect the 2/6, which is going to play... Oh, Psychic Scream. Well, now we have that. Now we have Archmage, so that's great. That was a 50-50, because it could have resurrected, which we drew, which is bizarre. I think we're going to take, even if this evolves into a 5 minion, I think we're going to play it, because this is a great combo. This is just a great combo. Alright, which one are you going to do? Great, now we got an 8-5. Cool. We have an 8-drop. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, give me a 10. Sure. What do you got? Okay, I don't love that. I was saying sure, like I wasn't terrified. I mean, we have a 2-6. We're gonna get another 5. We're gonna get another one of these, right? So, as long as we don't kill that off, we gotta kill a 10-10. We gotta kill that. You gotta kill the 10-10. But here we go. Cool. I didn't know if that was gonna buff it, and it did. So now I know, and that's fun. Look at us. We're not gonna win, but it's getting weird, and that's what I like about these decks. Yeah. Okay. Well, that wasn't what I wanted to see. Oh, I don't hate that. Yeah, I mean, full clear. Could have been worse. We're going to play these. Obviously, obviously this is not what we would like. I don't like playing Desert Hair without anything to play with Desert Hair. See, you act like you won. But all I could get devolve. I could not win. I mean, look, here's the thing. Am I going to waste your all time by letting the clock run out here? No, I'm going to do a bunch of nonsense. I'm going to waste this person's time because they are emote happy. And I am not interested in emote happy as a method of playing the game. So we're just going to hang out here for a little bit. We're just going to do that. We're just going to do that. And then we'll concede. Enjoy. I wish they didn't have Hysteria there. Mass Hysteria kind of messed us up. But also, that's a hard deck to beat. Especially given that our deck is Goof Troop. It's not an easy one. Sam Raimi to direct Doctor Strange 2. Huh. Huh. Sam Raimi, Doctor Strange 2. I don't hate that. There's some news you can use. I don't know if you can use that news. All right, we're going to keep our Desert Hair on the off chance that we get Evolve, and on turn 4 we can just live the dream. Although we did get... okay. So we can do that on turn 2 and make it 4-drop. Oh, if we had a 1-drop, we don't. So that does continue this going here. Turn 5, if we really want to, we can play them together. It's kind of fun. But yeah, there's some breaking news, folks, according to Variety. Sam Raimi is directing Doctor Strange 2. Also, there's going to be a Doctor Strange 2. Because, of course, there is. Also, in Hollywood news, Kirk Douglas died at 103. I'd say it's sad news, and said it's gone, but 103 is a hell of a run. Yeah, I'm not. Asmo, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not really crying about a 103-year-old passing. I mean, obviously, life is precious, so I don't want to sound like I'm not caring. But are you a Mill Rogue deck, or are you just trying to draw to your combo? Because if you're a Mill Rogue, I don't know how I do against Mill decks. I mean, as long as I don't overdraw Galakron, I think I'll be okay. But let's try to use some mana then. Let's make a 4-drop. Boom. What we got here? 2/5. Whenever another friendly Murloc dies, you draw a card. Great. This is not a great 4-drop for me because I don't have other Murlocs to play. I guess I could evolve some cards into Murlocs and then they would die. Mostly I just have a 2/5.
I want you.
Cool, you are a mill deck. Great. Great, 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 great. I now need to beat you. I need to defeat you very fast. And how do we do that? Part of that is rushing. And don't you worry, this 2/5, sooner or later, is going to become a 4/4. I might even trade it into something and then turn it into a 4/4 because it's not great right now. Yeah, we are rushing here now. We are going to defeat our opponent by playing cards, by trying to build a board and go face a lot. I would love to build up Galakron, so I think we're going to do that here. Let's put... we drew our Galakron, which is great. Obviously, that's very good for us because we would love to not... we would love to get Galakron. I would love to get Dragonhoof as well. We are now looking at 2 4/4s with Rush, so we don't really need the other Galakron cards. And we do have, so we're doing all right. We got our Evolve. We are most likely evolving this next turn here. Yeah. I would like to decrease the cards in my hand to so we don't overdraw as much. We're going to overdraw. We can't avoid overdrawing. Because our opponent just has so many cards. We don't have Flick. I mean, we're not going to get a card that would do that. All right, so we got to play some cards here. So we're going to play... We could wait till the next turn, but I got to get cards in my hand. Like, we can play the next turn and evolve that, but we're not going to do that. But let's do this. We're going to go face. Well, we can go face. We are going to evolve. And then we are going to, which is the one that spells cost more. We're going to mutate that because I don't want my spells to cost more. Great. Now we have a pretty good sized board. We are going to restore health to the enemy when this goes, but that's the price you pay. But we are going to try to wrap this up. Cool. Overdraw. I got another evolve. Cool. I got a refresh. I've got Desert Hare evolve. I have Unstable Evolution. I have Galakron. I can devolve this 2/2 if I want to. I can rush into it. I've got a lot of options. I don't have a lot of face damage here unless I invoke and get a 5/2 weapon, which I don't hate. Okay, you're going to sap that? Great, sap that. I don't... What else are you going to sap? Oh, you're going to destroy that. Okay. I mean, I don't love that. It's a good combo. Cool. Alright. Alright. We can do 15 damage here. And then put a taunt up. Yeah. Just do a ton of face damage. We can evolve it. Look, we have Galakron. So, at this point, I am okay with overdrawing. We have Galakron. We have Evolve to refill our board. We got Mutate. Quarter Creeper. Yeah, I mean, look, the other cards we have in our deck, I would like to have them. But our opponent now is overdrawing as well. So, sure. I mean, obviously they can copy deck cards into their deck to keep going, but also they lose because they didn't get to clear our board. So we won. We beat Mill Rogue. Congratulations, us. We beat Mill Rogue. Let's try one of our other decks. You know, we didn't... What? No, we don't want to go to standard. Let's do Renounce. Let's do at least one more Renounce game. Renounce is the worst deck I have here. So, I'm going to mute myself for just a second and go off, but I'll be back in a second. I just got to blow my nose.
Gul'dan versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
You don't get to watch me blow my nose. All right, so we can. That's good. This is whatever. This is whatever. Okay. So, what's this deck do? This deck does one thing. You play Renounce Darkness. This deck plays Renounce Darkness. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, profit. There's a Renounce Darkness. We don't have to draw that. Now we can just build our hand out. Sure. Sure, plot twist is fun. Sure, whatever. Sorry about that. Coughing. Alright. Cool. Now, I wouldn't mind getting a card in play here. It is one less card that we're going to get to cost one less and be from our from another class, but the coin isn't involved in that, so that's fine. I just want to try to get my hand size a little bit bigger. Look, would I like to have a Void Lord and have this become a Void Lord? Of course I would. So I will. Let's do that. Cool. And next turn, we are going to Renounce Darkness. Because our hand will be pretty good. We might draw Hero Power and Renounce, but we might also want to have 3 mana for something. It depends on how our opponent handles this. Which is apparently do that, and then I don't know what. I don't know what. What do you get? What you got? What you got? What you got? All right. You didn't restore 8 health. You just played a 4/6. That's cool. Let's have 3 mana. Let's have 3 mana. What do we got here? We're rogue. Okay, I'm glad we have as much health as we do because we're a rogue. We can discover a paladin card. We can play Betrayal. Betrayal's good. We can Echo. We get new cards. Play 4 cards in turn to revive this minion. That's going to be easy. We'll just play that. Let's play a 5/3. Why don't we discover a card from our opponent's class? Well, look at that. We can, Smuggler's Run. We got a bunch of cards in our hand that we could buff up. Ooh, Smuggler's Run, Bizarre Mugger. That's a great combo. True Silver Champion, that's a healing card. Let's take that. I don't know which one was better. Captain Hook Tusk. I don't know if we have any pirates in our deck. I assume we do. But yeah, I'm going to go with healing because Pirate doesn't naturally have Rogue doesn't have healing. This will be fun. We can always just rush into that. Okay, you got a rush as well, huh? Cool, cool. Well, our rush gives us a class card. And that does damage to your face. So, okay. What we got here? Oh. Okay. So let's betray. And then we'll... That didn't work out as well as I thought it would. We'll do this. Because we can use this to deal 3 damage to help with our getting of 4 cards. Make the dragons hit each other. Yes, Asmo. Obviously, the other way would have been better because then I could have used my 3/5. But like it happens. Hey, I already don't have a lot of health. Rude. I do have Valera though. I have an 8-cost Valera, so I ain't worried too much. All right, so we could send it, give you Alexstrasza back. I kind of don't have any other way to deal with Alexstrasza. So, what if we did that? I mean, I could just pickpocket a bunch. This. Pickpocket. Pickpocket. I don't know if that's the right way to go. But I don't have a good way to kill this. I mean, I guess I'm going to play Captain Hook Tusk. I can also just Valera next turn. Well, that's not helpful. That doesn't help me. That's good. Got charge with lifesteal. Kind of need this thing to get the heck out of here. That's probably the wrong card. It's probably the wrong card. Whatever. I gotta get rid of this thing, but I don't know how. I have a charge with lifesteal at least, so that's good. I can Valera. I can do 9. Wait. Ooh, do I have... Ah, come on. Rude. 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 I definitely gotta get rid of this thing. I can vanish all this other junk, but I gotta get rid of that thing. Oh, alright. So let's do this. Let's do that. Get rid of you. I can't play 2 other cards, so. And then I guess I'll trade. I have not played this great. There are better ways to play this. But I do know I have Valera when in doubt. If the board gets really nonsensical, I can always vanish. Which is cool, which I might just have to do. Feel like this is a vanish turn here. But I didn't want to vanish Alex, you know. Draw 2 pirates for your deck. Comboing a weapon. I think I'm going to do this. You can have all those back. And then swing that. And then Necrium Blade. Combo. Alright, Necrium Blade. I have no more pirates left, but I do have a Necrium Blade. I have Valera. I need some cheap cards to get this back. I don't think I'm getting this back. Okay. Here, that's back. That's fun. That's fun. It's a lot of damage. Okay, destroy an enemy minion. What else do? I destroy an enemy minion, and then I return a minion to its hands. So I can do those two things. And then trigger the detector on their friendly minion. I don't have that. So destroy that. Okay. Because I have enough health, I would just rather you have to play fungal to benefit from fungal. Well, I don't like to see that either. Get that out of here. I don't have another board clear that right now. Rude. It's rude. Well, that's not going to help. Alright, well, I'm going to have to...
You cannot escape the shadow of death.
I don't know what my win condition is now. But... I mean, my win condition might be... Well, I'm a rogue now. Now I'm a rogue. So if I draw tests... Before... I Valyrian. If I had drawn tests, I would have played all my rogue cards again because I was still a warlock with rogue cards and rogue hero power. Now I'm a rogue, so if I draw tests, I play my warlock cards again, which would also play Renounce Darkness again. I'm not gonna so I have one out that would be interesting. I guess I could also play Prismatic Lens to see what's up. Okay, that's not going to help me. Prismatic Lens. You're a hope. That's not going to help me. Other Prismatic Lens. Okay, yeah, I'll lose. That's okay. Well, at the very least, let's get our friend... back to life. Let's bring our friend back to life here. I guess we could have played Blink Fox. Deal 5 damage to your hero. Great, we'll do that. We'll do 5 damage to ourselves before we concede. I don't know if I had any outs there, but I had at least try to draw. Maybe I could have drawn into something that would have helped me there. Okay, well, on that very nonsense note, where we did exactly what the deck is built to do and still had a weird game but lost, I'm going to call it there. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out on this stream. Reminder, my next build stream is tomorrow, Thursday, at... we'll go to this. Tomorrow, Thursday, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be doing a stream. I hope you will consider coming and hanging out and watching that. We are working on a wonderful, fantastic kit, the Barbatos Master Grade. So come check that stream out if you can. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. If you're, make sure to check. If you use Twitch Prime, make sure that you've renewed your subscription. We had a drop there in numbers that around this time it happens. So consider that. Consider becoming a subscriber if you haven't already. If you are, that's awesome. I'm going to run an ad. You don't have to watch the ad, but if you can, that would be great. It helps me out. Thanks for hanging out here, and I'll see you next time on the next Build with Bear. Bye-bye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.